Hey, how's it going, everyone? Here to give you an update on the FTMO challenge thus far. A couple days have passed since the last video I posted on the FTMO challenge. I believe that was around the 18th or 19th. Currently it's the 26th now. Going to be going over 3 breakdowns and kind of just show you the account metrics so far. So let's get right to it. So we have the account metrics pulled up currently. You can see the equity curve. Last time we left off was around here, this 854 mark, and you can see the equity curve looking pretty nice so far. I want to actually go into the actual trades that were taken. So we can look at the daily profits. So the 854 was where the first video was. Had a silly loss here. I was chasing a trade. I was actually a couple $100s in profit this day, and then took some more positions just chasing another trade and ended up being out a couple hundred. Or nearly 150. And then we have this loss for 2 cents and then this loss for 20 cents. These are just trades taken to get the minimum day requirement. So if you don't already know, with prop firms, you have to trade a specific number of days in the challenge, even if you've already passed the profit factor. So if you need 10% on the account and you get it in your first day, well, the challenge still isn't passed because you need to trade a minimum number of days. And with FTMO, that's 10 days. So that's what these two are here. Then we had this $683 day, a $1,500 day, and then $824, which was yesterday. But the trades that we're going to be breaking down, actually, let's scroll through. This one right here was a GJ sell, but we're going to go over that trade. This was some sells that was taken on GJ, so you can already tell I was looking for sells. I ended up giving my bias another shot and placed in another sell after the London session opened. And then we have this UJ sell right here and this GJ sell from the 25th. We're not going to go over 2 GJ sells, we'll just go over the UJ position and then this morning's position. So this was the UJ position here. We're over here on the 1 hour. Currently, you can see that there was a nice wick rejection to this support and resistance zone. Then over on the 4 hour, we were rejecting this moving average that was coming down. So we can actually look over on a smaller time frame. See that we had this nice wick left to the upside, all these wicks pointing to the upside, which tends to signify that price is rejecting from moving up. So sellers are holding price down, which can definitely mean that sellers are going to be coming in and then moving the market down a little bit further on, depending on like the overall trend that's currently happening. So decided to, once this area was broken, get into a sell position here. Trade took about a little less than 2 hours, or maybe about 2 hours, and then eventually hit a take profit zone. I was just trying to take profit a little bit around where these wicks were with previous structure. Super simple basic trade. Like I mentioned in the first trading video, just was trying to build a buffer. Now that I have that buffer, you know, the account's up 4% right now, definitely going to be going back to trading with 1 to 2% risk. Confluences for this trade were pretty simple. It was just rejecting resistance, a break of structure that happened right here, and then my moving averages in confluence with where I thought the trend was actually going. Next, we can go into the GJ trade. This one was actually done on my phone, so I didn't even really mark it up or anything. 634. It was right here. This was such a simple trade. Gonna get this line here real quick. So I was just looking for a break of this area right here. So once it actually broke through, I was looking for a break of this area. I got in at, it said 634. So we'll go to 634. Perfect. Had a tight stop loss. And I think I took this to about 22 pips, 23 pips, something along those lines. It was a, instant take profit. So a couple things to consider here. And like I said, I did have a bearish bias. Like you saw, I showed you the losses from those sells that I took earlier on. So price was doing this pattern right here multiple times over. And I'll show you a couple examples and a couple different ways that you can look at it. So we have one right here, here, and then one right here. So it's kept breaking these trend lines here, maintaining its structure under the moving average. Granted, we're on the 1 minute. Let's move up to a more decent time frame. On the 5 minute, these didn't really look like trend line breaks so much. To me, this is what they actually look like. It was more of one of these horizontal structure breaks. Is the way I think of them as. So right here. So every time price broke under this zone, a lot of momentum would follow. Same thing happened over here, and I was just banking on that same thing happening with the London candle open, which it did. So it was a super simple trade to take, nothing really complicated about it. So just really using momentum-based confluences to just snag something up real quick. And now, luckily, the account's floating at 3.8%. So let's call that 4% now. Originally this trade was $1,900. When I closed it, it was actually $2,400, but some slippage occurred. But we can see here that it was around 302. So within 2 minutes, making over $2,000, you know, call it $1,000 a minute if you will. Can't really complain. Like, truly gotta love this trading shit. It's a blessing for sure. But yeah, that was the FTMO update. If you guys have any trading questions, feel free to post them down below, or any trading related content that you want to see, just send me a message or post it down below and I'll consider making it. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that like button. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.